Hey everybody, and welcome back to our channel. First off, I hope you're having a good day. Just make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. And on today's episode, we're taking you down the Natchez Trace Parkway, which is a 444-mile road stretching from Natchez, Mississippi to Nashville, Tennessee. Now along the way, we're going to visit Indian burial mounds, nature overlooks, trails, the headquarters of the Natchez Trace Parkway, and a spot where witches used to dance. Ooh, kind of spooky. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Well, we had planned on going to Chick-fil-A this morning. We didn't realize Chick-fil-A was closed until we pulled up the app for curbside. Instead, we decided on
Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel, baby!
We just got done eating Cracker Barrel, and the hot air balloons that we showed you guys on our way into Tupelo actually are all around Cracker Barrel landing. You can see, well, there is one there, there is one there, there's one there. I don't know what's going on. This was happening all day yesterday. We see them every now and then at the park around here, but not all at once.
We're here at Witch Dance, as you can tell from the sign behind me. And the backstory is that witches used to dance here, and there's a spot close to the beginning of the trail where grass never grows, and supposedly that's where the witches did their little ceremonial dance. But anyways, we're fixing to walk the trail a little bit and have some fun. Alright, so we walked a little bit, not too far. Didn't want to get too far out in it. We've got some more places we do want to go. I don't know where we're going to stop next. There's only one big place to stop between here and where we're going to end up, and that'd be in Tupelo, which we will stop there. Hey, Samantha. But there are a lot of little places to stop at, some overlooks and some things like that. But that's where we're off to. Now we've kind of stopped at the Chickasaw Council House. Little historical site. I don't know too much about this site here, but I did want to show everybody As you can see behind me is another nice little area that they've got set up for picnicking, grilling some things. So it's a nice little rest stop. No restrooms, but a good place to stop, stretch your legs, and to eat a bite, and then get back on the road like I'm about to do. Peace. So we have just gotten to the Choctaw Village section of the trace. Probably, well, I know for a fact, it's the most popular stop, I believe, in Tupelo.
It's probably the most place I've spent on the Natchez Trace.
Yeah, because there's good trails here. There's, I know the cross-country team usually comes and runs out here. It's just a really good spot to sit, walk, and
there's a horse trail over one way, and then the hiking trails the other way.
And learn some stuff. So here's this pavilion, and looks like they've updated this sign. Used to not look like this, so this is pretty neat. Used to be just a big old bulky box with audio, but they've done a good job of updating this. So this is kind of a replica of where their houses would be, the Chickasaw Indians, and you can see the rings around would be like their huts. Like this one here says winter home, and then you've got the big one right here in the center. That would be their fort, and the other huts behind there. Trying to do my best to give y'all a video of what it would look like. But yeah, you've got your big fort here, and then you can see the other markers. That would be the other huts there. And then, so like I said earlier, this place is known for the Good Nature Trail. There's two entrances. You've got this one here on the left, and then you've got this one here straight ahead. It looks like we're going straight ahead. So another cool thing about this trail is it's very informative. There are plenty of signs letting you know about, I guess, the vegetation. This one here is a black gum tree. I never knew that, but now we know. But these signs are littered throughout this entire trail. So not only do you get a nice hike through the shaded woods, you also get to learn as you do it. See, there's another sign there.
Too far.
All right, so we've just walked the trail, or a little portion of it.
Yeah.
And now we're exiting a different way than we entered. This is where we entered. This is where we exited. Very nice little hike. And this trail will actually take you a pretty good distance. And if we was to go straight here, straight that way there, there's also a series of trails. Now those trails would actually take you right next to where we used to live.
Yeah.
But now, after that nice little walk, it's time to head to Sonic get us some slushes, and head to the next location.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Isn't that right, bud? Now we're at the Old Town Creek Overlook. Don't necessarily know if I've ever read this sign, but we've been here many a times. And there's a trail also that we've walked down. Yeah. So that place we
to where we were earlier.
Yes.
Just
So that
a couple
place.
miles.
So that place that we just left from would actually lead you down this trail back to where we're at here, and you can continue on the way Samantha's going, and it'll take you to our next stop. But we're not walking that far. So this is the Overlook from where we're at, and that road there is the Natchez Trace. Now the Natchez Trace Parkway does not allow commercial vehicles. It's recreational use only. So you'll see a lot of cyclists, motorcyclists, people pulling campers, RVs. But once you get into Tupelo, since it goes all the way from South Tupelo to North Tupelo, and it splits the east and west side of town, people seem to use it as a main means of transportation to get to different places.
Yeah, where you don't have to get, like, you can bypass most of the city if you want to get one side or the other. So you see people going way too fast, trying to pass you, and just driving a little bit differently than what you would see on different parts of the Natchez Trace.
And then right where we're at, if you go down this little road, when you get to the end of the Overlook here, you can get to the intersection to get onto I-22, which takes you from Memphis to Birmingham. Very busy stretch of highway. So you've got that exit coupled with the Natchez Trace. It makes this part of the trace a little bit more heavy in traffic, but still nonetheless just as beautiful. Stop is the Natchez Trace Visitor Center. Now this is the headquarters for the Natchez Trace, located in Tupelo, mainly because it is basically the halfway point between Nashville, Tennessee and Natchez, Mississippi. Unfortunately, right now, due to the pandemic, you cannot walk in. The restrooms are open though, just in case anybody wants to know. But McAllister and I love to come over here, get our Chick-fil-A breakfast, sit at the picnic tables right over there, and eat our breakfast. But the visitor center is pretty cool. There's a lot of artifacts inside, a mini museum, there's merchandise, and there's also a video that you can watch. I can't remember who it's narrated by. We've only watched it once since they've updated it, but it is very good. So definitely a stop on your way through the Natchez Trace in Tupelo. So also on the located at the visitor center is a nice little nature trail. That's definitely one thing the Natchez Trace does have, and that's a lot of nature trails. So we're gonna walk this one here at the Trace Visitor Center, but right where that car is turning across the street is another trail that I actually like better. It's longer, and it has a really long wooden bridge that I really enjoy walking across. And I'm getting whistled at behind this great, huge magnolia tree. And I see her. Let's walk closer here. See if we can find the gypsy in the magnolia. Oh wow, it just opens up in the back, don't it?
This is where I would be all the time.
Yes, I
Get
do
me a
love.
foot,
I
I'd
do.
go higher.
I do love magnolia trees because they're easy to climb.
Yes.
So definitely one thing about this trail is it's noisy because the road is parallel to the trail, so you hear all of the vehicles. But if you can filter out the vehicle noise, it's not that bad of a trail. It's very nice, especially considering how close to town it is. And then they do offer you park benches to sit down as you're walking out through here. So I like it.
It's okay. It's not my fave.
All right, we're our next stop, the 20 Mile Bottom. And just like every little small town in America, there's a 20 Mile Bottom somewhere. That is true. But this one's actually an overlook. It's very pretty. Especially in the fall when the trees start changing colors. Very
For
nice.
the 2 weeks that they change colors.
Before we go directly straight into winter, yes. Very nice little area to sit.
Well, you'd have to sit on the ground. But
Oh,
yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. But unlike some of the others, this one has no park benches,
And no trails.
no picnic tables, no trails, and I don't even know if there's a garbage can around. So when you come up here, you come up here to strictly look.
Or you could sit on your tailgate and have a picnic in front of this.
That's right. All right, so that is the 20 Mile Bottom Overlook. Overlooking the Natchez Trace Parkway. We've got one more stop to go before we head back home. Now let's get to it. All right, so we just got to our last stop for the day on the Natchez Trace Parkway, and it is the Far Mounds. I think that's how you pronounce it, Far Mounds.
I've never called it that.
What have you called it?
I just say when you get to the Indian mounds.
Yeah, they're known around here as the Indian Mounds, but the correct name for it is the Far Mounds, as you can see on the sign behind me.
Get our little Indian
Okay.
over there.
There's the nice sign. It is the largest and most important archaeological site in northern Mississippi. It says 8 large dome-shaped burial mounds, but I can only count 3 unless there's more back there.
Well, there's one. Is that one right there? 4?
Okay, yeah, so there's
Maybe?
1, 2, 3, 4, and there's probably some
Way back in the. Well, probably from
a little
the thing
farther
here.
back. It's been a really long time since I've been here. This used to be one of the stops on our way to Alabama.
Or Bay Springs.
Or Bay Springs, or Tishomingo. Many of good places around here. Alright, so everybody, this is the end of our Natchez Trace Parkway video. We hope you guys enjoyed our ride along. There's so many places to stop along the way. We didn't stop at half.
No.
Oh, well, we didn't stop at a quarter.
No.
There's actually some that we missed in between Witch Dance and here.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of history on this road. Great for travel. Just so beautiful, especially like in the fall.
Yeah. And if you like to do a lot of trail hiking, walking, whatever, running, it is so much fun. I like to do that, so.
But anyways, we're gonna wrap this video up, head back home,
Yeah.
because we've got some things to do.
And maybe relax a little bit before you have to go back to work.
That's it. So just let us know in the comments if you've ever traveled the Natchez Trace Parkway, or if you ever have plans to travel the Natchez Trace Parkway. Let us know if you've been on it, what your favorite stop was, if you stopped, what you like most about it. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, click the notification bell so that you can get alerted every Monday of a new video.
Yeah.
So till then, see you Monday.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.